Started writing this last night when the rain hit just right. Your name came out of nowhere, stayed like it had the right. I didn't mean to say too much, but silence makes a poet of love. And maybe this is selfish, but I needed to say it once. You won't read it, you won't know, but I'll write it just so I can let you go. Dear you, I still wear the hurt like it fits, like I earned every word. You left without a storm, but the silence was worse. I begged the sky, but it didn't reverse. So I'm writing this now with no one to send it to. A letter I'll fold and bury where I buried you. You probably don't think of me, not in the way I still do. I see you in second-hand jackets and songs I skip halfway through. I don't blame you for leaving, just for making it feel okay. Like we didn't just end, but slowly faded away. Maybe you were never mine. Maybe that's the real line. Dear you, I loved you more than I said, but you didn't ask and I left it unread. You moved on and I stayed back, writing stories in the white between the black. So I'm writing this now with no one to send it to. A letter I'll fold and bury with the you I knew. They asked if I wanted to speak, but I said nothing, because you were already there, smiling in black. You lit the candle like you hadn't blown out the flame. You wore the ring like it still meant something, and everyone believed you. You shook their hands but wouldn't meet my eyes, and when they said I'm sorry, you said so am I, but not to me. How kind of you to show up where the silence you caused still rings like glass. You stood in the place they buried me, like it didn't start with your hands. You cried like a witness, but you were the storm and I was the sea. I left the room, but you stayed for the wine and the photographs and the praise. They said you were so good to me, and you nodded like it wasn't a lie. You told, well, if ghosts remember, you should be afraid, because I do, and I still know your name. You stood in the place they buried me, but played, and every flower you brought grew from what you killed. But still, you smiled. But it doesn't feel the same. I said hi, and you smiled like nothing ended. You asked if I still write. I lied and said not much, because the truth was mostly you. I said I liked your haircut, like it was easy to say something that didn't hurt. You used to know every version of me, but now you ask what I've been doing. You stood like the past wasn't in the room, but I felt everything. We don't say much now, but it says enough. We don't ask why, because we already know. And maybe this is the closest we'll ever be again. Your hands didn't shake when you gave me back my sweater, but mine did. I took it like it meant nothing, and smiled like I didn't feel everything. I almost asked if you missed me. I almost said I still think about us, but we're good, aren't we? We don't say much now, but sometimes quiet says more. And this might be the kindest we've ever been. I almost asked if you missed me. I almost said I still think about us, but we're good, aren't we? We don't say much now, but sometimes quiet says more. And this might be the kindest we've ever been. I don't cry when I hear your name anymore, and that should mean something, but it doesn't. I go to work, make my bed, and some messages on time. Everyone says you're doing so well, and I am mostly. But there's an empty chair at the end of every good day, and it always feels like you should be in it. I don't miss you the way I used to, but sometimes I miss the way I used to feel. I'm okay, I really am, but I'm still not happy, and it's not your fault. It just turns out that healing me is quieter than I thought. deleted the photos, not out of anger, just I didn't want to see your hands in my memories anymore. And I don't flinch when someone asked what happened. I just say it wasn't meant to last. You didn't break me, but you did. Leave a silence, I still walk around. I'm okay, and I mean it this time, but I'm still not happy. And I think I'm learning to live with that. You used to say, talk soon, but I stopped keeping track. I let go of counting hours since you last reached out, deleted the message I never had the courage to send. You gave me so little, but I still called it hope. I'm not waiting anymore, not for answers or accidents, or maybe I sleep with both eyes closed now. I don't check my phone for you. I used to plan what I'd say if you called, but I forgot the script. I changed my lock screen, you never noticed, but it mattered to me. This isn't cold, it's just quiet, and I'm finally okay with that. I'm not waiting anymore, I'm walking without looking back. You had your moment to ask me to stay, and you didn't. So this is me not waiting. You're kind, and that terrifies me, 'cause I've learned even kindness can leave. You wait when I pause, you listen too well, and that scares me more than I'll tell. I'm scared to love again, to open the part I locked and buried with my broken heart. You didn't cause it, but you're here now, and I don't know how to let love out. You reach for my hand like it's no big deal, but my my skin still flinches from what it used to feel. If you're patient, I might stay, but don't ask me to be brave today. I'm scared to love again, but I haven't run. So maybe that's proof that healing's begun. Just don't rush me or call this fate. Some fears need time to fade. I didn't say goodbye, I just stopped remembering. You used to call late out of nowhere. Now when the phone lights up, I don't hope it's you. It didn't hurt like I thought it would. It just faded. I left you somewhere quiet, not angry, not broken, just done. You'll always be something, but not the thing I run to. Your name still fits in a line I never finished, but I'm not writing it anymore. You didn't ask, but I stopped waiting, and that counts for something. I left you somewhere soft in the space where I stopped looking back. No fireworks, no fall, just me and the quiet that stayed when you didn't. You waited, but didn't ask. I stayed, but didn't speak. You leaned like you were about to say it, but never did. So I smiled, like maybe I didn't notice. I almost said something real, but it caught in my throat, and I let it stay there. Your eyes said stay, my hand said no. We could have tried, we didn't though. We swayed, not close enough to fall. We stayed right at the edge of it all, and I still wonder, what if you had said, come here, would I have You touched my sleeve like it meant something, and maybe it did, but we didn't say it. You looked back, but I didn't wave, and that silence stayed longer than we did. We held it, but didn't name it. We wanted, but waited until it was too quiet to keep. But we swayed almost up to something true. But we stopped just short of you, and that was enough to leave. It smelled like winter, even when the flowers started to bloom. You left it on purpose, or maybe you forgot. Either way, I kept it, like keeping a moment alive. I wore it through April like a second skin. I wasn't ready to shed. You didn't say goodbye, but I heard it anyway. I wore your sweater in spring when the air should have felt lighter. When the colors came back and I didn't, I carried your absence like sleeves, too long to fill. My friend said I should pack it away, but you don't fold grief into drawers. You just wear it out until it stops hurting. Maybe next spring I'll forget how heavy it was. Maybe, but not today. I wore your sweater unsweater because some promises don't need words. They just linger in the things you leave behind, like sweaters, like songs, like me. I used to count your pauses like they meant something. You'd say, I'm tired, and I'd stay just a little quieter. You'd leave the room keep holding the air, but air can't stay, and neither did you. I don't hold it anymore, not your name in my mouth or your shape in my sleep. I let the ache turn into nothing, and it finally stayed gone. I don't replay your voice like I used to, not because I forgot, but because I forget you. This isn't healing, it's just honesty. I don't hold it anymore. I gave what I had, and you let it go. So I did too, and this time I meant it. I count the steps from you to me, and every inch feels soft and free. You say my name like no one could, and suddenly the world feels good. I've been loud, I've been lost, but next to you it all comes off. You feel like home, not walls or floors, but something warm behind the doors. You make the air feel safe to breathe, and I don't need a reason to believe. I used to brace for hearts to leave, but now your hand just helps me breathe. You don't ask much, but give me more, a quiet kind I can't ignore. You don't fix me, you just stay, and that alone takes pain away. You feel like home, not just a place, but every hour I want to face. You don't pretend, you see it through, and every time I choose you to kept it in the way it begins. You left your jacket by the chair. I touched the sleeve. You're not there. The words I saved I couldn't show. They broke me down. You'll never know. If I had said it out that night, would we have kept the fire alive? Too much to hold, it slipped away. The love I gave could never stay. I broke my hands to fit the mold, but all I kept was too much to hold. The glass still shakes, the table's bare. I trace your name still in the air. The notes I wrote will never land. They fall apart inside my hands. If I had broken down my pride, would you be standing by my side? Too much to hold, it slipped away. The love I gave could never stay. I broke my hands to fit the mold, but all I kept was too much to hold. I begged the night to turn around, but silence grew the only sound. And even if I tried again, the ending still would feel the same. Too much to hold, it breaks me still. The love I kept, I cannot feel. I broke my hands to fit the mold, but all I kept was too much to hold. Too much to hold. The train pulled out, I stayed behind. Your jacket's folded on the backseat. The night still carries what you said. I swore the silence wouldn't break me, but it's louder in my head. I told myself don't feel it, but I always do. Left on the tracks, every mile keeps pulling you away. I can't take it back, but the memory won't let me change today. Left on the tracks. The mornings come but leave me restless. The hours move but feel the same. I tried to sing another ending, but the chords still spell your name. I told myself don't feel it, but I always do. Left on the tracks. Would you turn around, or was it gone already? Before a sound left on the tracks, every mile keeps pulling you away. I can't take it back, but the memory won't let me change today. Left on the tracks, left on the tracks, left on the tracks. I left the door half open last night, hoping you'd walk in, but you never arrived. The shoes you wore are still on the floor. I step around them, can't move them anymore. The hallway lights flicker like your smile. I stay a little longer, just for a while. I hold my breath as the silence grows, waiting for something I'll never know. Things you left behind, they're all I keep. Things you left behind, they don't let me sleep. I try to move on, but I fall each time, holding on tight to the things you left behind. Your sweater still hangs by the chair. I picture you reaching like you're still there. The kitchen clock ticks out of tune. Every night it reminds me you left too soon. I close my eyes, but it's not the same. Every breath still calls your name. Things you left behind, they're all I keep. Things you left behind, they don't let me sleep. I try to move on, but I fall each time, holding on tight to the things you left behind. I packed your photos in a drawer, but I can't throw them out, not anymore. Every crack in the wall reminds me still of the night you left, and I always will. Things you left behind, they're all I keep. Things you left behind, they don't let me sleep. I try to move on, but I fall each time, holding on tight to the things you left behind. Things you left behind. asked a question you didn't answer. The silence told me everything. I tried to laugh to keep it lighter, but it never changed a thing. I told myself don't notice, but it cut too deep. It's the way you looked away, like I was someone you outgrew. Every word I tried to say fell apart before it reached you. It's the way you looked away. Your hands were shaking, but you hid them. I watched them settle in your lap. I almost asked if you still love me, but I couldn't take that back. I told myself don't notice, but it cut too deep. It's the way you looked away, like I was someone you outgrew. Every word I tried to say fell apart before it reached you. It's the way you looked away. If I begged you for would you let it show? Or were you already leaving long before I know? It's the way you looked away, like I was someone you outgrew. Every word I tried to say fell apart before it reached you. It's the way you looked away. I held my breath. You turned your head. The night moved slow. You let me go. You asked me once if I was fine. I forced a laugh across the line. The things I hid still cut my chest. I broke myself to give my best. Oh, if I had spoken every truth, would I have lost the rest of you? Still not enough, no matter how I gave it all. You left somehow. I tore my hands to hold your love, but what I gave was not enough. Your jacket hangs behind the door. I keep it close but need it more. The letters stacked I'll never send, they carry weight that will not end. If I had let the silence break, would you have stayed for my own sake? Still not enough, no matter how I gave it all. You left somehow. I tore my hands to hold your love, but what I gave was not enough. I traced the nights you turned away. I begged for time, it wouldn't stay. The louder I held on to you, the faster all your lights lit through. won't find its rest. I tore my hands to hold your love, but what I gave was not enough. The night moved slow, you let me go. She made me feel small, like something just out of place. I'd catch your eyes drift toward her and vanish without a trace. I tried to be softer, tried to shrink my flame, but every version you wanted never answered my name. She gets to be yours, and I'm still unlearning the way you looked at me like I was always burning. She gets your calm, your hands, your laugh. I get the silence when you never look back. She never had to ask, you gave her all you withheld. I spend my love like a currency in a place you never dwelled. I walked beside you, but always a step behind. Now she stands where I stood, but you call it right time. She gets to be yours in the way I tried to be, but I was too much story, not enough simplicity. She gets your mornings, your songs, your door. I get the lesson that trying means no more. You said love wasn't meant to feel like regret, but I carry the weight of the things you forget. She gets to be yours while I fade into air. I gave you the map, you just changed who went there. She gets the peace I begged you to see, but I know now not everything you fight for was ever meant to be. Used to speak without a sound. Just one look could calm me down. Your hand was home, your breath was peace. Now silence is all I keep. You still smile, but not the same. It's softer now, like I'm to blame. You don't love me like before. You hold the door, but not my core. I'm still here, but not your place. You look through me and not my face. We had the kind they write songs for. Now I sleep facing the floor. You're still kind, but not all in, and I pretend it's fine again. The dinners speak more choice, and I still lose, though there's no choice. You don't love me like before. You say I'm yours, then close the drawer. You're next to me, but far away. We used to mean what we would say. Maybe hearts can shift in shape, and sometimes love just won't stay. You don't love me like before, and maybe now you love me more, but not the way I need to feel. It's kind, it's soft, but not real. I watched the light, it left too soon. Your jacket still against the wall. I hear your name, that's all I call. The nights grow long, I can't get through. I break apart, remembering you. If I had begged for you to stay, would love have turned the other way? What I wanted was you, but you walked out. I gave my heart, you filled with doubt. I tore myself just to break through, but all I wanted was only you. The glass still shakes where you once sat. I close my eyes, I can't take that. The letters burn, they cut in two. I lose again, I'm losing you. If I had told you every truth, would I still carry all of you? All I wanted was you, but you walked out. I gave my heart, you filled with doubt. I tore myself just to break through, but all I wanted was only you. I begged the night to turn around, but silence grew the only sound. And even if I tried again, the story ends where it began. All I wanted was you, it breaks my chest. The love I kept won't find its rest. I tore myself just to break through, but all I wanted was only you. All I let it go. Your jacket still against the chair. I touched the sleeve, you weren't there. I kept it all inside my chest, but giving more just left me less. If I had begged for you to stay, would we have found another way? You turned away, I broke into the love I gave, was lost on you. I held it close, but couldn't stay. You left me here. You turned away. The glass still shakes, the table bare. I hear your name, it's everywhere. The notes I wrote don't reach your hand. They burn inside like sinking sand. If I had spoken what was true, would I still carry all of you? You turned away, I broke into the love I gave, was lost on you. I held it close, but couldn't stay. You left me here. You turned away. I begged the night to bend its shape, but time won't wait, no escape. And even if I tried again, the ending waits where it began. You turned away, it breaks me